Hello everyone, welcome to the Sixth Sense. Today we are going to talk about what the government should do and what seems to be very normal to us. So this I wanted to cover this topic from a very long time, but I couldn't get time and I couldn't jot it down. So today let's start with it might be a very long video, but it will. I'm very sure that it will. I mean, open your thought process or make your thought process a little clear. Or definitely, I'm going to say a few things which you have never thought of. So let's start with why we need a government. We need a government to first of all provide good infrastructure, and infrastructure is a very big term, but provide all kinds of infrastructure and provide protection to us. Then, secondly, if it provides you job, financial security, then it is good. But primarily to provide infrastructure and security. And then you have to work hard. You have to work hard and earn your money, pay taxes to government so that they can maintain their own infrastructures. So this is how it goes. It's a very broad thing which I am telling. The government has got many other functions also. So now government has to provide us electricity. Do you all agree? Yes or no? Definitely. It has to. That comes in the infrastructure part. So it has to provide the electricity, but it doesn't provide us. At least it doesn't provide us properly. So what do we need? Just because the government is unable to provide us electricity at all times, we require generator. So generator is a very normal thing in, at least in commercial industry, that okay, you require a generator. But why do you require a generator? Because government is unable to provide you electricity 24 hours. So this is an unnecessary expense has become a norm. We never think of. We think, oh no, the generator we have to buy because government is unable to do something. That is why you are buying a generator. It's a very huge generator industry which is thriving on this. Then inverters. Government is unable to provide. This electricity. So a cheap alternative is inverter, because generator is costly. So we buy inverters. So inverter is also industry which grows. Then stabilizer. Government is unable to provide you good voltage electricity, which doesn't go beyond the levels of 210 volts to 230 volts, because all our equipments require 220 volts. So the range is between 210 to 230. It might decrease or increase plus minus 10. So just because it is unable to provide you good voltage electricity, you require a stabilizer. If it is low, then it will make the voltage high. If it is high, it will make the voltage low. Circuit breakers also come in this category, but okay, circuit breakers is a safety device, so I'll not cover into that. So inverter, generator, and stabilizer are all linked to improper supply of electricity by the government, and this is what we should be provided, but the government is unable to provide. Then comes the water purifier. It must be there in every middle class household. The water purifier is an unnecessary expense because government is unable to provide you good and pure water. And that is why you need a water purifier. Now there are many versions of water purifier. With the different technologies, you can get many types of water purifier, from the filter ones to the ultraviolet ones, and then the RO ones. So, but water purifier is also an unnecessary expense on the common man, because government is unable to provide you good and pure water. Then Tullu pump, that the pump which you use, because the government is unable to provide you water with good pressure. So now we have touched only two things: बिजली और पानी. बिजली पानी भी है सही से हमको नहीं मिल रहा. So water and electricity, we have touched only two things. Now the third thing was security. Just because police is not doing its work properly, we keep security guards in our house. This is also an unnecessary expense on common man, because you must have seen gated colonies nowadays. It is very popular, and the Supreme Court has also said since government is unable to provide security, so these gated colonies are legally viable. So now you can have, if all the citizens agree, then you can have a gated colony, and then you can block any road in the city, so that you keep private security guards just because the government is unable to provide a good security. Then comes medical care. Just because government is unable to provide you good medical care in government hospital, you go to private hospital and you get robbed. If Just imagine if the government was able to provide good medical care in government hospital, then these private hospitals cannot loot you. Don't have to go to these private hospitals. And in many developed countries like UK, US, France, Germany, this facility is there. People go to government hospitals because government is able to provide. Here the government is unable to provide. So that whole medicine industry, the pharmaceutical business, this pathology business is thriving. Pathology business thrives on false reports or unnecessary reports. These doctors, they prescribe a lot of tests, sometimes necessary, sometimes unnecessary, and just because of their commission, and then you have to pay the bill. So pathology business, medicine business, this whole pharmaceutical business is depending on some crook doctors and hospitals, and mostly the private ones. So just because government is unable to provide good health care, you are requiring this. You have to go to the private hospitals, and then you have to take medical insurance also. Insurance industry also thrives just because government is unable to provide few things. Government is unable to provide the financial security, then you require insurance. Otherwise, life insurance is the only insurance you should require, and health insurance you take because the private bills are very high. But insurance is anyways necessary. It's a separate topic. So because in developed countries also you take health and life insurance, but there are many other kinds of insurance which you take just because there is no financial security from the government. Otherwise, you don't have to take so many insurance, especially in the industries which I'm talking about. Then government has to provide us good roads. Everyone should agree that this comes under infrastructure. Government should provide good roads. What does government do? Government provides us road with lot of potholes, and wherever it provides very good highways these days, NHI is building very good highways, very technologically upgraded highways where you can speed up to 100 kilometers, 120 kilometers. So what they charge? They charge toll. Why should we give toll? Because it is a primary duty, the basic function of the government to provide us infrastructure, to provide us a road, to provide us electricity, to provide us water. So we pay toll tax for that good infrastructure. Otherwise, you carry on with potholes. You'll have severe neck and head pain. Your car will get damaged. The life of the car will get shortened. But see, these functions of the government which I have discussed, with these facilities of the government which I have discussed, this has become a very norm for us. We don't think that government should provide. We think that no, we have to get these services. So we don't even think that this is our right, but at least this is our right. Then government should also provide good environment, atmosphere. I am very sure in every city, as far as road widening is concerned, their road is widened by cutting the old good grown up trees, and there's an environment rule against it, and then you have to plant few other trees in compensating those big trees, old trees. What happens is that what the trees which are planted in lieu of the old trees, they don't grow that old. Nobody takes care. They are planted, but they get dried up. And what happens is that the old trees are cut, and the new trees have not grown up. So that is why there is less greenery. So the law should be that you can cut an old tree only when the tree which you have grown has grown up to a certain extent, so that one day it grows into a full tree. And this will solve the environment problem, the pollution problem, and most importantly the oxygen problem which we are facing right now. We can get good oxygen. The tree is the only source of oxygen, and all the citizens of the world have realized the goodness of oxygen, the importance of oxygen in this pandemic. So these are the things which I was thinking and from a very long time that the government should provide, but government is unable to provide, and government is, and we don't make a human cry about these facilities not provided to us. In developed countries, most of these facilities are provided. One day we will also become a developed country. I hope so, sooner rather than later, and maybe these at least 80% of the services will be provided free of cost to us. Thank you.